Hi everyone, my name is Neelam Ahuja. You can find me on Instagram and TikTok at neelam.ahuja. Today I want to spend a couple minutes talking to you about the Margaux bags, not the detailed functionality and the specs on the bag that can be found in another video. Same with the Inside-Out Margaux. I want to talk to you about which bag you should purchase. We all know that the Margaux bag is the Row's iconic signature bag, but which one should be your first one if you've got the funds set aside? Before I get into it, I'll tell you all the prices are going up and not insignificantly. They're going up between $600 and $700 US. It's a lot. If you're thinking of one and there are retailers that have it at the previous price, I would go get it now. The very first Margaux should be, and it's going to surprise you because I don't have it here, the pebbled Margaux 15 in black with either silver or gold hardware. The reason I say that is because the pebbled leather is just that much easier to clean and care for, and it doesn't scratch up. And I would do it in the Air version, which is the canvas line, because mine are suede and leather and they're a little trickier, a little more high maintenance. I love the look of that pebbled bag, and I kind of wish I still had it. I had one and sold it a while ago because it had gold hardware and I seem to be collecting too much with the gold. I do want it with the silver hardware, and I think I'm gonna have to get it sooner than later. That would be my first bag. I usually do stories on Instagram and I poll people. A lot of people would say they love both. It usually comes out 51% prefer the saddle and 49% for the pebbled. But when I ask which one would you purchase, they all say pebbled for the reasons I mentioned. So I really do think, and obviously in the black, because it's a very versatile color and I love black. My first was, obviously, I prefer the saddle leather, as you can see. I went for that thinking, or not thinking, how great the pebbled leather would be on a day-to-day basis. Anyways, and I would do it in the 15. Between 15 and 17, the reason I say 15 is it's more of it's an easier bag to get away with during the day. The 17 is that much larger. So I'm only 5'2", and I do like the 15. It's also kind of what I think was the standard size. The Margaux come in the 10, the 12 in store, the 15 and the 17 so far. Maybe they'll do a luggage size version, which will be crazy, I'm sure, because it'll be very, very good. For your second bag, you know, this comes down to whether you travel a lot or not. I would actually say your second bag should be the Inside-Out Margaux because it is a little bit larger. It's nylon and very, very light. I've done a whole review on that one and it's excellent. It's easy to clean, you don't worry about it, and this pouch is removable. It's an incredible bag and it's $4,000 versus $5,000 and $6,000. So it's quite a jump when you go from bag to bag. So I really like this as a second option. Again, I would do it in the black, and it still retains that kind of iconic look of a Margaux bag, and you're not really compromising the style, and you're getting so much functionality. So I love this one. And the belted bag, what is the difference between the belted and the classic Margaux? Well, not much. It carries the same amount, it's got the same pockets. It's really just this detailing, the enlarged side buckle versus the perimeter belt. And it comes down to a look and a budget. This is $6,000. And so the leather got a bit of an update because it's a bit slouchier, as you can see, and this one is holding its shape. They're all gorgeous bags. Whatever bag you get, whatever Margaux you purchase and you bring home, I guarantee you are going to love it. I see them pop up on pre-owned sites occasionally and I always scratch my head, like why? Even I've parted with one but that's because I was getting another one, a different one. It is a beautiful bag. It wears really well. It holds a lot, and the handles are very sturdy. They're very strong. It's an elegant, gorgeous bag, and you're not going to go wrong with whatever you purchase. So don't worry about that. But so as I said, pebbled. If you can't get on board with pebbled, then I would say just the classic saddle version of the Margaux bag is fine. And then your second would be the Inside Out. And the third, only because I'd say that it's a budgeting issue. It goes into the $6,000 range, which is, it's up there. I hope that answers your question. I know many of you had asked for my opinion on this. Leave me a message if I didn't get to your question, or suggest ideas for another video, because I know there are a lot of questions out there and I never know if it's worth an entire segment, but hopefully this was.